here we have a picture of Link. They go to the cliff and then you look off in the distance at the Twin Peaks, and it looks similar to the original artwork from The Legend of Zelda, or when it was first called the Hyrule Fantasy in Japan. So it looks like they took that scene from Breath of the Wild and recreated it in the original artwork. So if you took Breath of phone buzzed. If they took Breath of the Wild and redrew it to look like the original artwork for the original Zelda game, this would be that. Like, this is what it looks like to me. They redrew Breath of the Wild in the original artwork.
Yeah, they basically did it for throwback.
Yeah.
30 years of Zelda.
31.
Yeah, 31 now.
At the time.
At the time, this was 30 years. Right before, or was this at the New Year?
I have no idea.
Or after the New Year.
But it doesn't look like there's any details or hints in here like some of the other pictures that we've seen. This, to me, is just something they did for fun, or they had someone do just for the throwback. Because even the landscape doesn't necessarily match with how it looks in Breath of the Wild. Like, if you look at the mountains, you see the spiky cliffs that are angled towards Death Mountain, which is in the gameplay, but you don't see the same Twin Peaks that is in the background in Breath of the Wild. And we even see it in the artwork for the original Zelda, so it's kind of weird they didn't put the Twin Peaks in there. And
yeah,
I don't think here the wall for the Great Plateau is clearly visible. I don't think you're able to see it that well from the cliff in Breath of the Wild.
No,
like, I know if you get close to it, you'll start seeing it in different areas, but I'm not for sure if you can see it from the cliff.
I don't think it stands out that much.
Yeah.
Especially in those areas. I don't think any of this is to scale on what the game has to offer. It's just, kind of roughly drawn areas of the landscape of Breath of the Wild. Because we do have like towers in the background that they didn't even color in.
Yeah.
To make them look like towers.
And then, the towers, to me, they kind of look like giant crosses standing in the air.
Yeah, they do.
It's cool they added in like the group of birds flying through the air. You can't really see any shrines or anything like that standing out. If you look a little bit past the wall, towards the left of the wall where like it's not really visible anymore, the lake that's beyond that, you can see like a little island that's there, but there's not really much here. This just looks like something they drew for fun, really. An actual scene from the game, as you were saying. Move on to, again, another fun picture. The one in the snow to where it has the little Moblin snowman with the, I guess this was the Christmas picture. It has the Guardian decorated.
Yeah.
It's really cool because typically we see the Guardians glowing blue or red or orange or whatever, but in this it's like all different neon colored. So it'd be really cool if we seen a Guardian like that was just like a big mix of neon colors. I think
that'd be a cool little Easter egg.
Yeah. There's a lot of artwork we've seen with the Wolf Link beside Link. They're just looking outside the house or the little cabin into the snow. Again, this was just another fun picture. The little Moblin snowman is a nice touch. And then we come to this image of Link climbing a giant pumpkin. You sent this to me earlier. I didn't even know it existed. At first glance, it reminded me. I told you it reminded me of the Link to the Past art where it's Link fighting the little sand monster. I forgot what the name of it was, but at first glance it looked like that because the orange coloring, but once I actually clicked on the picture and blew it up, it looks like a giant pumpkin that he's climbing. So I wonder if they did this for like Thanksgiving or something like that.
Possibly. It could be a throwback to the Lumpy Pumpkin. I highly doubt it.
True.
But yeah, I mean, there's not really much to this picture. He's just climbing the pumpkin.
Yeah. And then we have the picture again with Wolf Link at the campfire. What are your general thoughts on this?
Again, it's just another fun picture. I think they did this one for Thanksgiving, and we can see like some animals that we've seen throughout the trailers. I'm pretty sure we've seen squirrels and frogs, and Link's got a cacao on his head. And then we got the Guardian in the background, kind of stalking Link and Wolf Link. I thought that was pretty cool. They're kind of making them out to seem like, they are enemies, but they're kind of making them out to seem a little bit more on the dark side here.
There's
kind of
definitely more
Link.
of like a scary horror feel to it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you have all of the small animals around, so you expect it to be kind of peaceful, and then even Wolf Link is asleep, it looks like. So like the fact that it's such a peaceful scene, and then there's the Guardian in the background, it kind of makes you think if there's going to be moments like that in the game to where maybe you'll set up a campfire, try to sleep or something to make it until the next day, but then suddenly there's a Guardian coming out of nowhere to attack you. I don't know if that'll happen in the game, because usually it seems like if you find a Guardian, you have to go near its area. But if they do possibly just wander around Hyrule Field, that would be interesting.
What was it? Was it the Game Awards footage from way back where the Guardian chases Link through that area?
Yeah.
There could be a scene similar to that. Like you're saying, that Guardian kind of was just like all of a sudden came upon Link and he was just standing there on the hill,
that is right.
So there could definitely be points in the game like that.
Because everything and that scene's peaceful as well. Because you see the birds fly off, and then there's like the little farmer person, villager. Mm-hmm. And then the Guardian, it seems like it doesn't even notice that person and then just takes off after Link. So, and then that was also, I think, one of the last times we seen Link wearing a hood.
Mm-hmm. We saw him again when they showed the gameplay with Anuma and Miyamoto.
Yeah.
Where they were like riding Epona and all that, then where we didn't get any footage for so long after
the
that.
Off-screen gameplay.
Yeah, and then we never saw his hood again after that.
Right.
So a lot has changed. I think they even showed off the sailcloth in that, and now we have the Paraglider. So
I hope you're able to upgrade to the original sailcloth.
That'd be pretty cool.
To me, it seems like if they do, what'll happen is you start the game off with the Paraglider the old man gives you, and then the voice that wakes you up that's talking to you, possibly through the rune. I know Tetra and Wind Waker talk to you through the little pendant or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a modified. It was a modified Gossip Stone, is what it was.
Wind Waker HD, Nintendo, they put Twilight Princess HD, they sent it out to like a subsidiary or company or whatever to develop the game. But with Wind Waker HD, the same team that developed Wind Waker HD or worked on Wind Waker HD also worked on Breath of the Wild. So they could have carried that ideal of Tetra, who we find out later is Zelda, talks to you through that little pendant or Gossip Stone, whatever it was. So in a similar way, maybe they carried the idea over to Breath of the Wild to where Zelda uses a certain item to talk to Link.
Maybe. Either that or it's just a slate. she could be using that same type of item though. Or, you know, we did see her with the slate in the trailer. Whether or not that's the same one that Link has later on, I don't know. That'd be pretty cool though.
And then, as I was saying earlier, I think once you come into contact with Zelda, once you find her, rescue her, whatever you have to do with her, maybe she'll end up giving you the sailcloth, and that's how Link ends up having it. So instead of using the paraglider, he just uses that sailcloth.
Yeah, with the emphasis on Hylia, I could definitely see the sailcloth coming back.
I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, give this video a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss out on future gaming news, theories, rumors, and discussions. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on how it could be improved. Your feedback is the most important part of bringing the quality of content on this channel to be the best that it can be. I would like to take this time to give a huge thank you to this month's Patreon supporters: Jonathan, The Edge Network, Magic Tech Review, John Frank, and Harris Priest. This video was made possible by supporters on Patreon. If you would also like to support this channel, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse where you can support this channel as well. Rewards vary from having your topic featured on a future discussion, seeing videos early, joining as a guest on a video, shoutouts, and having a custom avatar similar to my own drawn a view to match any video game or anime art style that you would like. Mine is of myself as Link, but you could choose to have yours any way that you would like. Finally, I would like to thank my friends CS Guitar 89 and Gnomo Designs for providing the music and artwork for this video.